Let's take a look at the Arcade 1-Up Street Fighter cabinet.
Team Canada.
What's going on, guys? I'm SeeJayAre. Today we're taking a look at the Arcade 1-Up at-home arcade, and specifically the Street Fighter version. This arcade unit features 3 of the best Street Fighter 2 games, including Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is my personal favorite. These guys stand around 4 feet tall. You obviously have to assemble the arcade unit yourself, which we are going to do in this video. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Arcade 1-Up features a fantastic tutorial video on how to put these guys together on their website. And instead of me making a video that would not even come close to as good as that one is, I suggest that if you're looking for a tutorial on how to put this together, go check out the link in the description below. So some other features of this, you've got continuous play, so you don't need to add quarters, which is great for me. I can just let the boys go at it on the Street Fighter against each other. Authentic arcade controls, which we're going to check out and I'll give my impressions of at the end of this video. And easy assembly, which I kind of already touched on. They feature a 17-inch monitor, LCD monitor, built-in speaker. They look really cool. So what we're going to do is assemble this unit. I'm going to wait for my boys to come home from school. We're going to play this for a couple hours, and then we're going to come back and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the Arcade 1-Up at-home arcade. Let's set this bad boy up. For you guys. Hear that noise? Let's go check out what it is. You guys are moving too quick. Check it out. You got your very own size Street Fighter cabinet. And I'm back with my thoughts on the Arcade 1-Up Street Fighter cabinet. I was overall impressed. Now I should talk about price. In the States, in the United States of America, it's $300. Here in Canada, it's 400 Canadian dollars. I actually think that that is a pretty decent price point for what you're getting. You're getting 3 different versions of Street Fighter. The control panel is not bad. The buttons I found to be fine. The control sticks are on the cheaper side, but by no means is it of poor quality. The build quality is actually quite good. I was going to mention the arcade sticks themselves. From what I remember, the arcade ones were hexagons, 6-way joysticks. The gate inside these are only 4, but really easy process to put your own joysticks in, or Sanwa buttons, whatever you want to do. It's pretty easy to customize that. And the buttons that you do get are totally fine. It's just the sticks feel like they may break. I took a look at them and they're predominantly plastic on the inside. They do have micro switches. You can hear them. They're quite clicky. The buttons felt a little mushy. I like that more clicky button personally, but like I said, they're totally fine for what they are. At that price point, I think the value is pretty decent. Setup was a breeze. I was really impressed with how easy that was to put together. Don't be turned off at all by the fact that you have to assemble this. It's really easy. The video that I mentioned, I'll post in the links below, walks you through everything perfectly. Really impressed with that. The sound. The sound that comes out of that speaker, I'm really impressed. There's 3 different sound settings. You can set it to off, on, and louder, I guess, if that makes sense. And I was pretty impressed with the speaker. The screen looks totally fine. The resolution's fine. I would have liked a way, and I'd have to dig maybe online to see if I can fiddle with the contrast and brightness of the monitor. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but out of the box, I didn't find any way to do that. Another thing that I was a little bit worried about was the arcade unit kind of moving when you get vigorous play. With Street Fighter games, it's pretty intense. You're really jamming on that joystick. And so far it's held up totally fine, the joysticks. And I was surprised at how sturdy the cabinet was. I was pretty impressed with that. I thought I might have to maybe put a couple bricks in the bottom of it, but it was totally fine. Vigorous gameplay with myself and the boys for several hours. It totally held up fine. So overall, I'm quite impressed with the Arcade 1UP machine. I'll leave a link in the description below for their website. There are several different versions. The arcade units are available now after some delay. They are in stores on October 16th. They're available at Walmart in North America, across North America, as well as some of their stores, but I know you can get them at Walmart. And I would recommend them. I think they're a decent price point, and I think they're pretty cool, especially if you've got young kids. As you saw from the video, it's kind of the perfect size for my boys, and I've always wanted my boys to learn how to play Street Fighter, and what better cabinet for them to learn on. I should mention that I am 6'4", and I felt pretty comfortable sitting on a on my stool and just playing away. Yeah, it was totally fine. It's out of the box, I want to say it was pretty much exactly the size that I thought it would be. And it's totally fine for a sit-down arcade cabinet. A cheap option to play some Street Fighter or other arcade games. Like I said, links will be in the description below. Let me know what you guys think of the Arcade 1UP units and if you plan on picking one up yourselves. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and till the next episode.